There's more truth in Pee Wee Herman, you know, than there is in like, you know, for me, Godard or anything like that. I watch those movies and that seems way more foreign. It just seems like all the cool kids at school that I couldn't really understand, you know, like they know how to dress right and they smoke cigarettes, but like Pee Wee Herman just makes sense. And like, you know, if he's, you know, he could make me cry faster than, you know, faster than Bresson could. You know, I don't even know if that, you know, that guy would even spend 5 minutes talking to me, you know. But I certainly can relate to somebody like Pee Wee Herman, so I don't know what that says.
Steve, what's the worst direction you've ever got in your life?
That's what, we were going down these little rapids. Todd said, okay, Steve, I want you to pretend like you've never been in a canoe before. So put your hands over your heads like this, with the oar like this, you know, and of course that makes your center of gravity like go way up here. And he goes, and do that when you hit those little rapids because it'll look funny. So I do it, and then all of a sudden, boom, and we both go in the water, and you know, all the equipment.
The characters in the film talk around each other a lot. I mean, like, people are saying things, but they're trying not to say what they're saying. So everything's like subtext. And like capturing that real way of conversation, which ends up being funnier, I guess, as trying to get around the reality, you know, the real issues. God damn it, I don't know how to say that about this film. No, I don't. I can't talk about the film in that way. I don't know. It's just, that's why the film is the way it is. For me, explaining what's happening is the most difficult, the most difficult thing to do, because creating it's way easier to create the actual, you know, the emotions, the feelings, the jokes, the, you know, everything that goes into making the film. But explaining it is horrifying.
Being with a director that you don't like or doesn't like you, it's like the dream of going to, it's like the dream you have of high school where you showed up naked.
Yeah.
You know, you're there and you're vulnerable, and then you're not protected. So it's almost, it's a little bit of an artistic and emotional rape to not be. Don't you feel that way? Haven't you felt hung out to dry by people?
I can't think of any. Yeah, no, I look back. I think of some directors.
Let's name them.
Somebody said after the screening yesterday, they said, you know, I didn't know it was going to be a horror movie. And to me, that totally clicked. Like, that made the most sense, because to me, that sums up the entire movie, as you know, and that says more about life than. I feel like walking out of a movie and saying, I didn't know it was going to be a horror movie, is like what somebody would say at the end of their life. Like, right, you know, like you're going along, everything's going really fine, and then you're just about to get in a car wreck, and it's like, what the fuck, I thought this was going to be fun.
And if you trust a director, you probably dare to go that much further out, you know, further than you maybe would be comfortable with. You know, didn't you feel, I felt safe with Todd.
Yeah.
I failed film theory class discussing, I copied, I should admit that I copied my friend's papers, paper on Alan Rene. I just copied it, ripped off the end page that had his grade on it from the previous quarter and turned it in. Got a better grade the second time around with my name on it. So, pretty bad at this stuff.
Look at this bee.
Ooh, there's a bee.
It's a honeybee.
Like, if you're confused, I don't know if I will ever provide any kind of answers to help, you know, and not because I don't want to, because it's like you know, that 90 minutes that we have on screen there was the best I could do to explain what, you know, what we're trying to get across. Whew.
Great. We got him in a boat before with a camera and tripod, and he gave us looks like that's a really bad idea. And I thought, if he thinks it's a bad idea, and he shot.
He said that when we got up here, he was like, they were asking questions, and I was trying to paddle, and I couldn't think, and I was like, oh, a little bit like asking actors to paddle and think.
Where'd that bee go?
He flew away. He was resting. He was really tired.
The title of my next film is Little Wet Muffin. It's about a romance between a little girl and an old man. It's called Little Wet Muffin, and it's I'm trying to cast Abigail Breslin and and Wilford Brimley.